to sneak me, and she missed. Like, she was like, and I was like, how you gonna hit me and miss? Hello everyone, it's Lady Rose and welcome back to my channel. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and remember to keep it cool, classy, and never trashy. Unless they try you and you got to get nasty. And I think I already said it, but come on, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know, follow me on Instagram. Instagram be paying me dust. Follow me on the TikTok. Follow me on Snapchat. All that good stuff. So, what's goody? What's goody? Now, I am highly aware that I need a retwist. So, don't worry about that. We're here. We're ready. And we finna kick this off. So, let's get right into it. So, today, and I'm pulling my notes up on my phone because as you can see, our setup is a little bit differently today. I am using my camera instead of my phone because I got all the stuff together for it. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. So, today is going to be a story time. A story time of the time my best friend snuck me because of a dude that I didn't even want, that I had, could have had, that she stole, not even stole, that I gave to her and didn't even want. Over some really messy stuff. So, let's just get into this story time because it's hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. We were in middle school, and back in middle school, I was like a very like prissy girl. Like I think I'm still a little bit prissy now, but like I've always been like a little bit of a tomboy, a little bit of like a prissy girl. But I used to dress up all the time. I always had me a boyfriend. My friends will tell you. My friends from high school will tell you. Well, maybe they won't tell you because we ain't friends no more. But they will tell you. I always stayed in a relationship. I always stayed in some mess. So this particular instance was with this girl named Mercedes. Now, we gonna call her Mercedes, but if you know, you know. Like, if you know me, you know who I'm talking about. But we just gonna call her Mercedes. So, Mercedes, she didn't really have a good home life. She was living with her single mother who worked all the time, who was basically out here still trying to be a hot girl with a teenage daughter. And she was at home, left at home a lot. You know, she didn't really have the nicest things, the nicest clothes. She had hand-me-downs. Like, I mean, like, and not trying to put her business out there. I mean, she had rips in her underwear. Everything she wore was tattered or ripped. It wasn't anything that was, like, new, or it was always a hand-me-down. And sometimes it seemed like she didn't even eat. Now, I don't want to say that her mother kept her malnourished, but if you're not in the home all the time and you're not with your children, and children don't know, okay, I need to eat 3 times a day or I'm gonna starve. So it was just one of those things. Maybe they didn't have the money to keep food in the house or to keep clothes, new clothes on her back or whatever, but she definitely wasn't living in the best home situation. Now, she started off being friends with my sister because they were in choir together, and they started off being real cool. Like, she came over my house, we would all hang out together, and at that time her and my sister were still friends. And at some point in time, she gravitated from being my sister's friend to being my friend. Like, my sister just stopped really talking to her, stopped messing with her, and she really started to be my friend more than my sister's friend. And I mean, like, we hung out every single day. I mean, every single day after school, and she really didn't know boundaries. I remember one time she went into my parents' room. If you know black parents, you know they don't play about their privacy. They don't play about their room. My parents were livid. And when she would come over our house, she would come stay with us for days on end. It got to the point where my mom was like, where is her mother? Where is her parents? Like, what is going on with this girl? And it got to the point where she used to spend every single day at my house, to the point where my mom used to buy her food. My mom even bought her clothes. My mom, like, basically turned into a second mother to her. But it got to the point where it was like getting a little bit borderline, like, kind of like, you want to be me almost, like, or you want my life, you wish you had my life almost. It was getting like she really wished that she was a part of my family because she didn't have that support at home. Now, getting into the whole reason why we fell out. So basically, there was this boy. We ain't even gonna give him a name. We just gonna call him X. He was my ex. Keep in mind, this is middle school, and he was not a good person. Like, he has been tied to multiple allegations of R in his home, like leading girls into his home and pressuring them to, you know, do the nasty and doing stuff like that. So he was not a good person. I had gotten to the point with him where I don't want you, but you'll always be like my homeboy. Like, that's the point that I got to with him. So it started to get weird between me and her. Like, we started to hang out less and less and less. And as we started to hang out less and less and less, I started to gravitate to a new friend group with my friend. Let's just call her Lindsay. And so basically one day, Mercedes texted me and she was basically saying like, yeah, I'm messing with X. I've been messing with X for months. I just want to let you know. I just want to run it by you so you know. Because at this point in time, we started to get close again. We started to like hang out more and talk more. And she basically was like asking me for my blessing. But how can you ask somebody for your blessing when you're already with someone? You've already been with them. You're already like dating. So of course, me being the person that I am, I was like, you know what? It's okay. It's not a problem. It's whatever. He is not shit. He is not shit ass nigga. So if you want to learn the hard way, you can learn the hard way. I tried to help her. I tried to tell her like he is not a good person. She would listen to me. She wanted to be with him. So basically, my friend Lindsay, he was trying to get at Lindsay. And he had asked Lindsay to come over his house. And at the time, Lindsay was not comfortable going over there by herself. So she asked me to come with her. And me being the friend that I am, at this point, I was like, my friends are my family. I'm here for my friends. And I have a different perspective on that now as an adult. But I did go with her because in my eyes, she needed me. So I went and I told Mercedes, I was like, hey, we're going over his house. I'm not going over there for him. He wants to hang out with Lindsay and Lindsay wants me there. So at that point, Mercedes and him and X, they had broke up already at this point. I didn't know or realize they had broke up, but they had stopped like messing with each other like boyfriend and girlfriend. They were still messing with each other, but they weren't boyfriend and girlfriend no more. And she was like really obsessing. Like, I think I told her at the beginning of the week before we went over there, from the time we went over there till before the time we went over there till we went over, she was texting me, calling me. Even when we was over there, she was texting me. I wouldn't be surprised if she was looking outside her window. Looking outside the window, because keep in mind their apartments were right next to each other, like they were like adjacent. So this was her apartment and like his was like this, so they were like, their apartments were right across the street from each other, which is so crazy. So she was like checking for us. So we go over there, yada yada yada, do, and nothing happens. It's all fine. It's all dandy. Like, Lindsay not really interested in him. We just went over there just to go over there because we're kids. We're bored. We have nothing to do. Like, I wish somebody gave me something to do because I wouldn't have got into so much mess. Because I was getting into some mess. I used to be ripping and running the streets, especially when I became friends with Lindsay. Now, if you want a separate story time about my friendship with Lindsay, that stuff was insane, crazy, wild. Like, I seen some wild stuff and done some wild stuff while I was friends with Lindsay. But we ain't even gonna talk about that right now. So basically the next day I get a text from Mercedes while I'm in class, like, I don't fuck with you, or I don't mess with you, I don't F with you no more. Sorry, that might be my baby. But yeah, I get a text from Mercedes, like, I don't mess with you no more. And I'm just sitting here like, excusez-moi?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Excusez-moi? What did I do to you? You went and you messed with my ex behind my back. And then got mad because he did you the same way he did me after I tried to tell you he wasn't shit. Like, what are you even talking about? So basically, me and Mercedes, we just get to going back and forth. We get to going back and forth in the text. She's saying some crazy stuff to me. I'm saying some crazy stuff to her. I'm not gonna lie, I said some messed up stuff. Like, and I'm not even gonna repeat the stuff that I said to her. Just know that we were going in on each other through text messages, saying some awful, terrible things to each other. So basically, I feel like X set me up because X had hit me up and he was like, yeah, Mercedes wants to talk. She wants to work things out. I know you guys, like, y'all not like seeing eye to eye and y'all arguing. Like, come meet me at my apartment or meet me by my apartment complex and Mercedes gonna meet up with you. So I get to the apartment complex. Keep in mind, I'm telling you, when I was in school and even now, like, I do dress, but since I'm a mother and like I work from home, I don't dress up as much. But when I go out, I do be dressed. I be dressed. But in middle school, it was a fashion show where I went to school. So I remember I had on this lace peplum top. It was white. It was like strappy and cute with some blue jeans, some gold strappy sandals. I had, my hair was like laid and slayed. It was blonde, it was straight, and I had the weave in my head. And then I had, my nails was done. I had the long nails. Like, who was I getting my nails done in middle school? Like, what, or was this high school? You know what? This had to have been high school. No. This was high school. Was it? Yes. I had to have been like either a sophomore or a junior in high school. I don't know why I thought that I was in middle school at this time. I was in high school. So I had my nails. I had the long, beautiful nails. And like, I was just looking nice. And I came with the impression that we were going to talk and work things out. Y'all, tell me why I came with Lindsay. Me and Lindsay come, and she comes with two of her other friends. And I'm just standing there at the bottom of the steps at my ex's apartment complex. And tell me why this girl gonna run up on me. She tried to sneak me, and she missed. Like, she was like... And I was like...
How, Sway? Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
How you gonna sneak me and miss out? My guard was down. I wasn't in the fighting attire. I wasn't in the mindset that we were about to bang. Like, you was damn near like my sister. Like, I opened my home up to you. I fed you. I clothed you. I basically birthed you, bitch.
Why would you? Every bitch can't be your son. Nikki, I didn't mean...
How could you say that to the Nicki Minette?
Nikki.
And you think that I'm sitting up here and I'm like in the mindset like we're gonna fight, like we're like you just some random person off the street. No, I understand in the text messages we said some crazy stuff to each other. I'm not gonna lie, we said some crazy stuff to each other, but I am not a hood booger. Like, I did not grow up in the hood. I didn't grow up being taught you have to fight your way out of things. I didn't grow up with the mindset of fighting. And I've always been the type of person that doesn't like violence. I don't like to fight. I don't think that fighting is the answer unless you are defending yourself. And in this case, I had to defend myself. So basically, she ran up on me. She tried to sneak me. She missed. And all I remember is going into fight or flight. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, nails on my fingers were broken. They were all broken so bad that they were bleeding. I hit her so hard that my fingers were bleeding. And we ended up falling. And I'm on top of her. And she's sitting here, she's just pulling my hair. Keep in mind, none of her hits ever connected. She never hit me. I only hit her the one time. And while I'm on top of her, I'm holding her down. I am holding her down by her throat. And I'm choking her out. And I'm basically crying to this girl like, I'm not about this life. Like, this is not me. I'm not finna sit here and fight you in the streets. You know I'm not like this. You know we're better than this. We're better than this. I thought we were best friends. Like, I'm sitting here crying because I am heartbroken. My heart is torn into a million pieces because I'm thinking this girl is my friend. But really, she really came here to fight me. And make a long story short, I ended up calling my sister's boyfriend, and my parents weren't in town, and I think he ended up calling the police because keep in mind there was no adult figure, there was no one there to help me. I'm sitting here, my hair is messed up. She done ripped my hair out my scalp because she can't fight, and all she did was pull hair. My hand is bloody from punching this girl out. My clothes are dirty from rolling around on the ground. My freaking flip-flop is broken. I look crazy. You would have thought I got into a brawl, but I really didn't. It wasn't really a fight. I wouldn't say that I fought her because I was not fighting her because I wanted to fight her. I was literally just defending myself. And basically the police ended up saying, like, since I was on her property, there was nothing that they can do about it. Technically, I wasn't on her property. I was on my ex's property. But when the cops got called, he was nowhere to be found. That dude did the dash. He did the dash because I guess he was on probation. His brother was on probation. Either way, he could not get mixed up with the cops, or he would have gotten in trouble some way or some form. So... And you want to know the craziest thing, y'all? Years later, she hit me up. She was basically stalking me on Facebook, trying to get a hold of me. I blocked her on Facebook. Then, when she couldn't get a hold of me that way, she started reaching out to my friends, messaging them, commenting on their posts with me, posting on their wall, telling like, hey, tell her to hit me up. I finally hit her up and I told her, like, look, I don't wish no ill or no harm on you. I hope you get the help that you need. I hope that you grow, or you've grown these past few years, but you put your hands on me and we can't come back from that. We will never be friends again. What did Cardi B say? Once we beef it forever. Forever.
A girl have beef with me, she gonna have beef with me forever.
We will never be friends again. And that was the end of that. And I really felt sorry for her because, again, I opened my home up to this girl. I opened my heart up to this girl. And she really didn't know how to give or receive love because she was not given love from her own mother. So she didn't love herself. She didn't know how to receive my love. And she threw that all away for a nigga that didn't even want her. For a dude that didn't even want her. And she fought me over a dude that I didn't even want. That didn't even want me. You're weird. You're weird. And if I was such a bad person, such a bad friend, why you hit me up years later still trying to be my friend? Because you know I was good to you. And you messed that up. That's on you. That's not on me. That's on you. Moral of the story is when someone shows you who they are, you believe it. You believe it. Because the old me, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have forgave her. But the adult me knew that nothing good could have came out of being friends with that girl again, and I didn't want it. I didn't want it. So yes, that's all for this video. That is the time where my friend ran up on me, snuck me, missed, and fought me over a dude that didn't even want me or her. That I didn't even want. That was mine first. That you know what? We're going down a rabbit hole here, aren't we? But anyways, that's it for this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember to keep it cool, classy, never trashy. Unless somebody run up on you. And you gotta 1, 2, 1, 2, whoo. Hold on, how they show me how to do it in kickboxing? 1, 2, whoo, whoo, whoo. Like, I'm telling you, I can get down if I want to, but I ain't a fighter. I ain't a fighter. But if I gotta get nasty, if I gotta defend myself, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in again, and I'm out.